One thing only, man, is how did my mask come about? How did you come about?
I started as a freestyler, 15 years old. Hung out with a bunch of hip hop heads, tagging, 4 elements of hip hop, right? DJing, tagging, b-boying, MCing, right? That's how I started back in the day, right? 90s. Freestyling, and there's just something about it. If I don't know, not everybody can freestyle.
Okay.
But when I did it, I've been chasing that high essentially since then.
Since then, okay.
Because it's
a good feeling.
It's like it can become addicting. It's like it's a high.
Yeah.
Endorphins. Here I go again.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You feel if you're good at something,
it's an addiction.
You feel good when you do it, and when you feel good, you get better at it. It becomes this whole thing. And you know what? There's just something about it. I can't stop. I won't stop. So 15 freestyle. Okay. Never recorded a day in my life. Graduated high school. Got a decent job. 19. Bought all the equipment. Tried it. Sounded like crap. I wasn't good at it. So I was like, fuck it. Left to the side, kept freestyling. So, I need to learn how to deal with computers. I like to rap. I'm not a computer engineer. I'm a rapper. What do you mean? Right? All right. My brother. So a lot of my friends are brothers now. I don't have friends, I have family. So, my little brother, my first, it was my first attempt at a label. We're all family. So he brought a laptop with one of those headset microphones. And I was like, what is this? He's like, bro, he can record. So this is how I bought my computer system. He's like, bro, because he heard me freestyle. He's like, bro, that's dope, let's record it. Younger kids are born with technology in their hands. So he brought a laptop with a headset microphone. Let's work.
Let's do it.
So is that easy? All right, boom. Oh, man, I got hooked. Went and bought the equipment. Pro Tools is obviously a lot different than, Audition and a headset microphone. Like, it was a whole thing. You got to have an interface. You got to know what you're doing. Left it alone. I wasn't good at it. My brother Apex, we met freestyling. He clears ciphers. Clears them. Nobody wants to rap with him no more. I'm not much of a quitter, so I was the only guy who stuck around. And we just clicked. Boom, boom. Hung out. Saw the equipment. What the fuck is this? I bought it. Whatever. He's like, bro, this is so fun. You got a whole studio right here. What are you doing? We had a bookshelf in the garage. He pulled the bookshelf out, created a little cubby corner, got the mic, put it in there. We put padding, put a curtain. He got a booth. The computers does it all itself. Man, I was like, well, shit.
On the match.
Cool. So, and then eventually I was like, shit. All my music sounds like shit. I don't know what I'm doing. I got fired from my job. Comcast, I was a tech. Got fired. I was happy. My manager at the time goes, bro, I've never seen anybody this happy to get fired. I said, bro, I got bigger plans. Took off, went to school, Expressions. Accelerated program. I got my general ed associates and my bachelor's degree in 3 years. Every 5 weeks was a new term, so every 2 weeks was a midterm and a project due. Fuck it, ran it. A lot of money in debt. Later, I got no option but to make it. Right, a lot of money I owe. Okay, fast forward I tried to start a label, bought a warehouse right there by Redwall, Brokaw. I've been funded all kinds of shit. I worked with GoDare for a long time, Networks, Demand. Just trying to build something. This is all under What Up Though.
Yeah.
All right, I was HECTOR What Up Though back then. And, shit, I still am. Got it on me. I still am. It's my,
Yeah, dude.
But that's the foundation, right? Fast forward. Shit, I graduated 2011 from college. 10 years later. Fast forward 10 years later and about $500,000 fucking in the hole.
Yeah.
Still recorded out my mom, so don't tell nobody. But, I'm only child. It's just me and her. COVID is real. I lost my pops to it 4 months ago.
Oh shit!
Right, so I'm kind of bouncing back now. So you know,
yeah, sorry that play.
Right, and you know, hey, just through it all, it's music. So you know, 10 years later, I ran into my manager, who's he's been in the game. Rodney, right man. Any inquiries? Rodales. He used to be a part of Spanish Fly back in the day.
Okay.
You know, and you know the freestyle, like boom boom, and then he actually got in. He ended up managing Johnny Z, who was short, tough, skinny, flat guys. Them girl with the big old neck. Come on.
Yeah.
So my manager was managing him during that time. He was, you know, he had a part to do with that record and all that success. And then, you know, years go by. He, you know, gets into another lane. You know, time change, whatever. And he runs into me through a close family friend. And he hears the music. And he's like, man,
do it.
But it was English. And he was like, well, he's like, bro, you know, I would love to try to do something. Like, he's like, I haven't done anything in music, but I still got people like you. You know, I inspired him to get out of retirement. Yeah. And he brought up one of his connections was someone in the Spanish world. And I'm bilingual. I spoke Spanish first.
Shit.
English is my second language.
Yeah, me too.
Right?
Yeah, me too.
So thank God for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he brought it up, and like, I don't know, I'd been told before, like, bro, you sound kind of good in Spanish. Why don't you try? I was like, oh, but I want to be a rapper. I'll do a rap. All right. I was like, fuck it, I'll try it. I did one song. He's like, bro, come on, run it. Let's get these deals going. Let me show you what I could do. So he signed me for a single deal, and you know, it was the start of something new. Shit, almost 3 years later. 3 years later, now we're on the radio, 94.9. Put the new one, Somebody. We just dropped the video. Mm-hmm. They put that in rotation. It all started with Culebra.
Yeah, that one.
So that was, I think, like a year ago.
Okay, that was good.
That was the first one. Yeah. So we got that one on 99.7. Shout out to Vicious V, the man. That got us going. We got onto XM Radio, Channel 13, Pitbull Globalization, DJ Anarchy. Man, there's too many DJs.
Everybody, yeah.
Oh man, I love the DJs. I wish I could name them all. They're the key. They support it. They
make it run.
Come on. Yeah. So I appreciate them. Please know that DJs are appreciated.
They make it run.
So boom, boom. You know, now Somebody just came out, the music video. We're dropping Tattoo on the 19th, which is gonna actually end up leading to the album. So Tattoo, the album. But you know, in between all of that, like I got a bunch of songs, a project coming out with Young Surge. I got a project with this little group that we created, a collaborative group with Dom P, who's a bit of a legend out here. Miss Vicky, she's new to the game, but she's, you know, maneuvering quickly. Mahiko, Grinder, he's really, like, you know, been doing it, pushing, grinding, still doing it, right? Yeah. And then DJ Geo kind of brought us all together. And there's a lot of other people involved in all that, but that's essentially
that's the main group to it.
So that's that project. And then I have another project with Deadstock, who
he's a battle rapper, no?
Well, he's an artist. Okay. He's an artist, but you know, he holds his weight. He holds his own.
Sounds familiar.
So have a project with him. Have a project with
project going out left and right.
Left and right, bro. Like I can't even keep track of it. We just dropped one with Yaki Bo and SJ Blingy. Another single, which is one of the ones I brought. At this point, you can probably just play them out. We'll play them out with Louis B. So this is kind of the next one we're doing. This hopefully, you know, this is gonna be in between my album and this new EP that. So this is actually off of the EP.
Okay.
You got ahead of me. So this is a singer from out here, Hayward, True Temple. I met him at the Latin Grammys like 2 years ago in Vegas, and we had already met before, but never really. Same thing.
Fuck with each other.
Yeah, so I heard his voice. I was like, man, we gotta work.
Let's do it.
I thought he was from somewhere else in like the Latin America, but it turns out he was from Hayward. So I was like, well, fuck, because I met him in Vegas. So I was like, well, shit. So I was like, well, let's work. We're right next to each other. Why not? And so we started creating music. We made Somebody, and so that was him on Somebody. And this is a part of the EP we're doing. That's as far as we're at right now. So little by little, right? So Tattoo, then the Louis record. There's also another one in there, Waiting on You, which is the one from the project with me and Don P.
Yeah, that's one. That's one I was listening to earlier.
Yeah.
Slaps. Yeah.
There's a lot going on, and I couldn't even bring them all. There's so many. Like I got so many songs. So this is the one we drop on the 19th, and I'll probably ask you to only play like
couple of it.
after the hook. Can't give it up to him.
I'll be real with you though, man. Well, that shit right there brings me to you're a dude with many traits, man.
Hey, I'm also an engineer on the side. I've also had my fair share of my hand in good projects.
Many hats, bro. Many hats.
My brother right here, Ziggy, it's another, front runner out here. Just dropped this project, which is the one I was telling you guys about, the tape.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So,
boy, look at it. He says,
come on. So that was his recent project. Oh, shout out my McShips. It's a testament. It's
to where it's going out.
Come on, tribute.
Yeah,
and shit. It immortalizes us, our memories. This is what our friends love us. This is what we do.
Hey, your voice is in time right now, bro.
Come on, hey.
Your voice is in time right now.
And it'll be forever. Like Tupac's still relevant. So
it's always there, bro.
So and I'm engineering his new one. All in the middle of still doing songs with other people, shooting videos, traveling, doing what we gotta do. That's why I tell people, like, it doesn't get easier when you make it. It gets harder, right? And in order to make it, you already got to be working twice as hard.
Yeah.
So when you make it, you better be used to working twice as hard because you're gonna have to work 3 times as hard. When you make it gets harder. It doesn't get easier. There's more money on the line. So long story short, long nights, hard work, little sleep.
That's all you get.
Fucking dedication.
Oh, that's all you get.
Dedication and passion and just love for the music. What it is, like it's something we all have to realize that that's what music is. It's here to make us feel
passion and dedication.
Make us feel something.
Passion
feel alive.
And dedication.
Make us feel like we're not alone feeling this crazy shit we feel.
I feel it, man.
So
So what do you got next, man? So I know you got the whole Spanish thing, which I like. I like it. So are you gonna keep it that verse? I know you said that you kind of
I move with the market. So like even that's kind of how I create music. Just whatever the feel, whatever the vibe, what I feel.
What do you feel at that time in the studio and shit?
Yeah, whatever energy I feel. Because so that's the thing. Like music is like it's not about a club banger or that's a trap record
song right there.
Or man, that's a conscious like that's a political song. No, it's
that's
like
a knee slapper.
Music is emotion. Music is strictly fucking nothing more than emotion. Mm-hmm. Because the way that you feel when you say it is the way that I feel when I hear it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's the way I feel when I hear it. No. So like if you're in there like, dude, I
fake rapping.
Well, I compare it to overacting.
Fake rapping.
You're overacting. You're overcompensating. You don't really know what it feels like to be that.
Mexicans don't talk like that.
You're not. Well, even then, though, it's like as an actor, the thing about being an actor is you have to learn the role so well that you become it. That's why some of them go crazy. Some of them go crazy because
was that because the Joker?
Well, you become. I mean, Heath
Ledger.
He was amazing. He was
because he fucking fell into Joker.
So look that.
Yes.
So the reason he was such a great. Sorry, I'm over here talking. So the reason it's the pizza. No, so the reason why he's such a great actor is because he becomes
method actor.
the role. Well,
That's called
that's
method
kind of
actor.
It's kind of what you have to do in
it's
general.
a method actor. Yeah,
you had like that's how the best ones do it. That's how.
Joaquin Phoenix went crazy after he did Johnny Cash Walk the Line.
Come on.
Why? Because Johnny Cash loved cocaine, hookers, and pills.
Hey, he did a lot of those during the filming of that movie. He did a lot of that.
And he fucking went crazy after this. Oh shit! Yeah, well, Johnny Cash, man, women.
And the thing is,
cocaine.
The thing is, it's like okay, like pills. When you're out here, because we're out here, we all have our vices.
Because we all
do it, right?
We all do it, right?
We've all done our fair share of whatever. But the thing is about when we do it, we're not like, oh, I gotta act like I'm all fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
Their job is to be fucked up in the head. So now you're ingesting all this crazy shit, fucking up your head, and you're like, yeah, boy, I gotta get fucked up in the head. So that's what happens. You get fucked up in the head.
So imagine because
that's what you have to be.
That's what you have to be.
Yeah, he was such a great actor. And the thing about that is like, okay, well, shit, for what? To entertain? I mean, yeah, cool. And, that's why I love it. It's art form. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And it goes back down to theater. Theater. It's not even movies or cinema. It's theater. Mm-hmm. It's the theater, Broadway, shit like that. It's theater.
I think it goes deeper than that.
But that's where acting... Like,
I think actors, those real actors, they have something missing in their hearts, souls, deeper to want the attention so much to be able.
You said it.
To be able to get the attention.
We're attention.
To where you
we want attention.
Nah, and this is rappers.
This is me being in front of the camera. We wouldn't be in this field if we weren't.
Want that attention.
Just like I wouldn't post anything on social media if I didn't want what? Attention.
Yes.
Come on.
All those
that's what
comedians,
it's for.
actors, rappers.
To me, that's what we want. I want the attention. I love the attention. So that's what you do with it. That's what you do with the attention that really matters.
Yeah, I feel that 100%.
Come on.
Yeah, that's the real.
So that now you're talking about the difference between being attentional and being artist.
Artist.
Being an artist, and again, that's why I say theater because it's an art form. There's a reason why it's been for so long, and it's withstood time. See what I'm saying? Because there's something there. Yeah. There's something inside of us that wants to perform.
I think with everybody though, right?
Well, and it's not just about performing. Everybody wants to.
I think everybody though.
Everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants to be looked at as somebody.
The one.
Somebody. Yeah. As somebody. I mean, shit, not even looked at. Shit, I just want to be somebody. Everybody wants to be something. Somebody. Shit, like, we all deserve to be somebody. We all are somebody. It's just the distractions, all the noise.
That body.
All the noise that we have out here as far as, fucking trends and all that shit. That's noise. That's noise pollution. That's noise pollution. Shit, I'm a victim of it too. There's a reason why I'm in this shit and I understand it because I've lived it. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I can't speak on anything I haven't experienced because then I wouldn't know it. It would. You only know what you've been taught or what you know. And even if you know it, you got to understand it.
Yeah. That's what it is.
So, I've tried to understand it. You have to. Like, I'm not going to live through life and not understand what I'm doing. Just like, where do I sign up for the army? Oh, right here? Okay, come on.
Yeah. And most people
where do I shoot them in the head? Right there? Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's where most people line up at. They'll do it.
And it's like, it's not even their fault. Because you only know what you've been taught.
Yeah.
Right? Like, hey, you only know what you've been taught. You tell me that's blue. That's blue. I don't care who you are.
No,
I don't care. Hey, no, I was taught that was blue.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, because
this is me. This is what I was taught. It's what I know.
This is your perspective.
It's what I know. It's my perspective again, which is why I can only speak on my perspective. And that's where it gets tricky. People start speaking on perspectives they don't understand. Trying to fit a role that they think needs to be who they need to be because that's what somebody says that's what's cool and like shit. If you ain't shit if you ain't a gangster, a real nigga. Not be a man. Be a man. It's easier to take a life than it is to save a life. Try saving a fucking life.
Yeah.
By risking your life. But save a life. God dare you. Try. It's hard. Put your life out there for someone else to save that. You can't. It's easier to be like, pow, and then be haunted by it your whole life.
Yeah, but you're still living.
But you're still living. You ain't living. You haunted. You're soulless. You're soulless.
But it's easier to save. But for me,
that's why there's a certain kind of people who really taken lives. There's like when you really taking a life, bro, you have a little.
Killers.
You're not like
killers. No.
Even if you're not a killer, if you've taken a life, you ain't the same no more forever, never ever.
And there's
what you mean? That's like when you lose your virginity. You ain't the same ever.
And then there's some people, and I think there's some people who are meant to be, as unfortunately as it sounds like, I think there's some people out there who are meant to be taking life.
So it's not their fault because it's their upbringing. So now
that's what I'm saying. Now I had that twitch.
Well, but see, the thing is,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like nurture and nature.
Yeah, I'm saying.
There's a such thing as chemical imbalances.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm saying, right?
And then you mix those with a whole lot of confusion, with the world and shit. Like I said earlier, some people don't even have parents.
Yeah,
some people don't even have good role models. So again, it's all what you've been taught.
Yeah.
If you don't teach me anything good, you know what? I'm never gonna do anything good. Mm-hmm. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
And everybody writes each other off because all their parents are the shit. Their parents are my friends. And my friends are just like, what? I'm like, shit. I gotta do it. I guess I gotta do it.
Yeah. That shit.
I guess I gotta do it.
Someone gotta do it.
If someone gonna do it, I guess it's gonna be me.
Someone gotta do it, right?
I hope someone else has. I hope so. I hope I'm racing against somebody else for that, which I am. I know there's people out there.
Just that one idea that you wish someone else had it.
Yeah, we're on a race to get there. See who can help the most people first.
Yeah, absolutely. Nah, there's people out there.
There is, and I love that because that's what keeps me doing it.
Yeah,
is that I'm not alone in this. I haven't lost hope because there's still hope because we're still out here, and because of this. This is why I talk about this shit, because you know how many little flames I may or may not have sparked. Shit, just sparking your guys' mind.
Oh yeah.
And giving you a bit of a different perspective. I'm successful. I've succeeded.
That's exactly what it is.
That you guys respect whatever I'm saying enough to take it in, consider it, and then maybe even adapt it to your beliefs. Yeah. I'm honored. That's fucking what? That's a big deal. That's worth more than any penny anybody could ever give me.
That's a beautiful way to look at it, bro.
Like I said, I'm successful already.
That's a tremendous way. Yeah, that's tremendous.
I made it because, bro, it's
who's better than you at that point?
Because why? I define it. Yeah. I'm the one who tells myself I'm not good enough.
You're your worst. What is it?
You're your worst enemy, bro.
You're your worst critic.
You're your biggest obstacle, bro. You're your biggest obstacle.
If you're your worst critic.
That
comes
out with a fine line, double-edged sword.
Yeah,
I had to learn it.
I feel it.
Double-edged sword, because I'm an artist. I'm sensitive with my shit.
I feel it, my dude. What you got from me, man? So we do a little current events, a little sectionalized, a little current events.
Come on, hey, let's get it. I feel like the whole thing was current events. I feel like
take a deep dive into what the fuck my neighbor's thinking.
We have to.
Right, like you could be my neighbor, and I don't know who the fuck you are. What else? You be my neighbor though.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, this whole production, this whole shit, everything here is for let people know their neighbors.
And that was kind of my perspective on that whole cop thing, was make the cop your neighbor. So now you're neighbors.
Yes, which I know.
And it's a little bit of a kinder world when you treat your neighbors as your neighbors. Yes, and you're like, hey,
yes.
But like I said, it is a possibility. You know,
but it's true though, because cops first, they should serve and protect. Right, the first objective of a cop is to serve and protect. You're here for the people.
Serve and protect.
You're here, but this is the reason why I always say fund the police.
Yeah.
Because they have quotas they have to fill. Quotas mean unnecessary confrontations between civilian and cop. So unnecessary.
So the fact that shit is a quota
should not be there.
What?
It's ridiculous.
What you mean a quota? A quota refers to a product sale or a number.
You must have this in order.
You're trying to achieve confrontations.
Yes.
You have a certain number of confrontations.
That's what it is.
You have to achieve,
and that's one.
In order to do what? Like to what? To prove that you're fucking worth funding.
Yes.
It's like any science, anybody who needs funding grants. You need grants, you need funding.
The same way the schooling system is fucked up.
The way the pharmaceuticals, the science.
The schooling is the most fucked up. The worst school, the school that does the worst in testing gets the most funding. Like,
yeah.
No, that's the only way. So therefore,
unless you're private school for rich kids who pay their own,
which is fine.
Their funding comes from rich people who say, "Hey, man,
which has to go. No, if you have good scores, you get the best funding. So if you have worse scores, you get no funding.
That's ass backwards.
So it's like
that's ass backwards.
Yes, I'm saying
that's ass backwards.
So how can that happen?
Nah.
How can that happen?
You want to know how?
Some people would say you do it on purpose. Some people would say
and it's fucked up because it's a little bit of everything now. It's a little bit of everything now. It's like, it's not black and white, bro. Like, it's not like, oh, well, we're this way because of this.
No.
Bro, this is centuries, bro. Fucking thousands of years of human civilization boiling up into all of us. Like, it's like breeding dogs and shit, right? You breed dogs, certain characteristics, personality traits, they transfer over.
Yeah,
that's your nature.
Yeah.
And then you get a dog and you whoop his ass all the time, and you fucking make him want to fight eat everybody alive. No, that's your nurture. And that's essentially what they're doing to us. They're turning us into fucking rabid dogs.
Yeah.
And that's just how human nature shit. Okay, animal instinct. We're fucking animals. That's animal instinct.
Yeah.
Animal instinct is to survive.
Shit,
sex isn't even. Sex is essentially in the animal kingdom.
That's secondary.
Sex is strictly for the keeping the survival of the species.
That's
right.
Secondary.
That whole.
Look, if a lion's gonna eat or have sex, the lion's gonna eat.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die if you don't eat. What do you mean? You're gonna die if you don't eat.
Yeah, the lion gonna eat.
It feels great, but I gotta live. So I'm gonna go.
The lion will eat your baby before it does anything.
Technical difficulties. That's why I say don't
you're good,
don't drink
man.
when you do your job.
You're good, bro. He moved that current event, son.
So I got another one. It's Gavin Newsom being recalled as governor.
Gavin Newsom, you trying to get a new governor in California? The handsome son of a bitch. He looked like a straight villain in Batman Beyond.
They're all
3.
puppets for one.
Right, he looked like he'd be a perfect villain.
He probably is.
Perfect fucking villain.
Look, if you catch that vibe, if you catch that energy,
right away.
If you catch that energy, it's because he's putting it out.
Is this a villain?
No, if you catch that energy, it's because he's putting it out.
He's a fucking villain.
That's how pictures work. That's how movies, TVs work. Like, you put out that energy, that's what we feel. Like,
I'll say this: Gavin Newsom, fuck him.
Hey, I don't know him as a guy personally, but again, I just know that. Okay, so I was always told politics and religion are the two things you don't talk. But
fuck them.
But hey, but
fuck
you know what?
The
reason we're in this place is because nobody discusses these fucking issues.
A lot of people are comparing him to American Psycho.
Well, because that's how he looks.
Hey,
yeah, I know, man.
That's fine.
Because that's how he feels. Like, it's like that's the vibe I get.
Yeah, no, right? I mean, because he is psychopath. That's psychopath.
But wasn't Trump in a bunch of pictures with like underage girls with some guy who was like some sort of some kind of a guy who had a whole island full of fucking degenerates?
Of course. Hey, don't you?
That was our president, no?
Hey, don't you bring that up because he got me good taxes.
Hey, shit. They gonna take my taxes anyway.
Don't you bring that up because I got good taxes out for him.
Oh, that's the illusion of winning is what they created. The illusion of choice.
Oh, it's
the illusion of choice.
Fucking him so hard. That party is fucking everybody so hard.
We were fucked from the gate, though.
No, I get it. But
I think this is them just having fun with us now.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens if we throw this guy in there. That is fucking dumb shit.
Yeah, I think they are.
No, they're just fucking with us, bro. I swear to God, they're just fucking with us. And then it just happens, luckily that guy has a shit ton of money. Yeah. Fuck it. Why not? Let's take this stupid motherfucker's money and just throw him in the fucking presidency for fun. Just to fuck with the people. Like, hey, you got a black one? Joke's on you guys. Check this one out. Come on. Come on. They're laughing at us, bro. While we're out here fighting each other for who has the right to be angrier?
Yeah.
They're sitting back smoking cigars, making fucking money off of us going to jail and dying.
Shoot, I've been trying to tell people the same thing because that's
why I want to live.
When it comes to political parties, I'm super independent. I'm fuck blue.
I don't believe in politics.
Neither do
politics is a system created by the system for the system.
Just to fuck the system. On top of the system,
it's the system created by the system to hide the real system.
Yeah.
Right, it's a facade of smoke and mirrors. Hey, look at the right hand while the left hand's out here fucking robbing you and kicking fucking.
What was it? Hillary Clinton was in Trump's fucking wedding.
Bro, if you look at all the presidencies, hey, I would love to 23andMe all of the presidents. I guarantee you they're all related.
6 degrees.
They were all related. Shit, no, it's not even degrees. They're related. They got blood.
Yeah, right.
They got blood. Because there's a certain layer of hierarchy within.
Loud, right? It's loud.
Sorry.
So that's
I get very passionate.
No, that's me. That's me too, bro.
No, I know. That's why
that's my show, and I'm fucking young.
That's why this energy is like growing,
and I feel it.
We're both
That is called 6 degrees.
I love it. Oh no, yeah,
it's called 6
well,
degrees.
6 degrees is 6 degrees of separation where you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and at that point you know everybody.
See, that's 7.
Oh, I can't. I'm not good at numbers. I want to extra somebody.
I know. Yeah.
I want to extra somebody.
No.
We'll take one of those out.
The 6 degrees is you're related, right? 6 degrees is your blood. There's you can find a natural trace of some kind of blood in, and then the 7th degree becomes because you know this dude.
Well, okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And you want to know? You want to know why?
You're my cousin, and then you happen to know him.
Know why?
That's the 7th.
Because we're all people.
Yeah.
I'm not a lizard. We're all people, came from somewhere, origin, who we have similar traits.
You're somewhat lizard.
Maybe, I don't know. We evolved from something
Lizard
due to something,
brain.
due to some sort of a something. Missing link is what people call it, but all right, conscious thought.
Shrooms
conscious
or
thought.
fire?
Both.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Roasted
What do you think the
shrooms?
peace pipe is? What do you think the peace pipe is? What do you think all these spiritual?
Oh, you think you're smoking
ayahuasca? Like you think the spiritual shit is drugs, hallucinogens, but hallucinogens are have been known to help with internal kind of like mental, like getting your shit together within yourself, or making you face your shit. But it's how you do it. You gotta do it right.
It rewires your fucking.
You gotta do it right. It's the whole thing.
It rewires your shit.
My cousin just did it, and he was addicted to heroin and couldn't get off.
He went cigarettes because
he did ayahuasca with he did with the shaman or whatever. Like he walked, and he's been clean since. But he said it was one hell of an experience.
I believe it.
He said I saw hell. He said I was in hell. And he said I never wanted to go back. So like, hey, I never want to go back. So he got clean.
Hey, I did shrooms one time, and the shrooms pretty much told me don't smoke cigarettes, and I haven't had cigarettes since.
See, I've done shrooms a lot of times.
But it never has told me not to smoke cigarettes.
That's why they say when you do psychedelics, you have to be in a certain state of mind. Because it kind of amplifies it, and then you go down the rabbit hole.
You have to be aware of it.
You go down the rabbit hole, and if you're not aware of the other, because we've all been depressed, we've all felt like we ain't shit, we've all been sad, confused, happy, those are the universal truths. Is emotion. We all have them. I mean, there's some people that experience them in different ways due to different stimuli.
Everybody has them.
But everybody has them.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why I like to talk about feelings, not things. On my music.
True.
Like my music is all about, because it's the most universal thing.
Yeah.
And it's not even talking about it, it's creating it. It's creating the feeling.
It's an energy that everybody feels.
Give everybody the secret sauce.
I'm about to
Hey, but why not? I want everybody to win. Should I hope I inspire somebody who becomes better than me and could be like, damn, Hector, I heard him say that thing once, and man, that's the reason. Like we do about Pac.
You got popped on. Yeah.
We do about Pac.
I feel it.
Come on.
Hey,
anyways,
give me one more current event.
Oh man, I forgot the question we even answered.
Me too.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. The answer is I feel like they're all puppets, so like I'd rather focus on changing the perspective of life as opposed to the people who fucking manage it.
The answer is yes.
Yes. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't want to say yes and have it be misunderstood. So I don't know what I'm saying yes to.
I'll explain it next time.
I'll watch it back later.
There's an article here that says the future of smart cities and street lights.
Okay, so check this out.
Dumb people.
No.
The future of smart cities is dumb people.
All right, so
think about that.
They're having your lights follow you, bro. This is what it is.
Fucking lazy people then.
They're investing. Cities are investing like $8.4 billion.
Oh, to save electricity, maybe. I can fuck with that, but I mean, like, what's the purpose?
They're following. They're spending like $8.4 billion in like every city. Like crazy money.
To give
crazy
lights,
money.
Sensors and maybe potentially
light,
cameras. And
yes.
Shit.
So every light has.
You guys ever watch that movie Eagle Eye or some shit? What's that shit with the
every light has capability.
Don't be surprised if they already have it. They're just putting the infrastructure now.
Yes.
They created the satellites a long time ago. Computers are there. Hey, now let's lay it out and like, you know what? It's for safety or for fucking
grid.
It's to make you fucking lazier. Come on, you were all down for that.
It's gonna help you make you shop easier.
Come on.
I think pigeons, but okay.
Pigeons? What the
fuck? Hey, you know what though? Like it's crazy because most of our responses to that's like most of our responses are like, well, shit, I don't know what the fuck, pigeon. Like old people, I don't know what the fuck do I. Nah, but when
I don't like pigeon shit on my car.
Like that, and the thing is, it's like now, and they did a good job at making us if you talk about, you're crazy, bro. You're a conspiracy theorist. You're fucking nuts, bro.
That's what it is now. Yeah, you're a conspiracy now.
The biggest fucking
shuts you down.
The biggest trick or whatever was the devil convinced them. They don't really, you know what I mean? I don't forget how, but basically, like they're fucking they're mind fucking us, bro.
Yeah,
all the way.
All the way now. Are you crazy?
I am.
Are you crazy?
I'm crazy because
that's what they make.
I know. I am.
Are you crazy?
I am crazy because people. That's what people call what they don't understand.
Right.
And you know what? I am
conspiracy.
Crazy.
That's conspiracy.
I'm crazy.
I'm too lazy to look into it, so that's a conspiracy.
Well, and that's why when I brought up the whole shit about the 99% and 1%, it's economics class. It's not a YouTube video.
Basic
it's
history.
Not a wiki fucking link that's some fucking
basic history.
Guy in his mother's basement put up.
Look, basic history, basic
college.
U.S. history would tell you. Basic U.S. history would tell you that every organization, everything is run by gangs and robber barons. Robber baron. You know, a robber baron is a gangster back in those days. Back in 1913, a robber baron.
Fucking mayors. Fucking there's hierarchies, right? They have captains. They have layers to the gang.
No. Here's the difference. The difference between a robber baron and a mayor and a gang and all that shit. The books will tell you the mayor did this, the president did this, and then they would say, and then there was robber barons. Robber barons are gangsters.
Why?
They're
Why?
Fucking gangsters.
What defines them as a gangster? Who decided that would be?
Because
what's the definition?
A gangster means
what's the definition?
A gangster meaning that you as a gangster means that you change my authority, you change my opinion.
So that's your definition.
Over your authority.
What's the actual book definition of gangster?
I do not know.
Because this is a theory that you're introducing. Right?
But check it out.
Sorry, I get like that.
No. But okay, no.
But fact check.
But to fact check.
I can't believe that.
But to fact check your position.
Yes, please.
I'm a little drunk. So just no. But check it out though. So
history
of a robber baron. If I was back in history, I'm not going to call myself a gangster, right? I'm not going to call that a robber baron. But
you call yourself a mayor, a president.
Nah, see, this is the difference.
A sheriff.
You bring that up, but never do you bring a robber baron.
Why?
Because a robber baron was the ones telling you must pay me. Fuck you.
Like the president, the government tells us taxes? No. Like the government tells us tax to pay them?
The same way a gangster says, you want protection for your neighborhood?
Yeah, you want police to come and help you out? You got to pay us.
That's socialism.
Taxes.
That's socialism.
It's taxes.
It's different.
Capitalism.
Socialism is different. Because if I pay the cop more...
Where we live right now.
I pay the cop...
I don't know what it's called.
Oh, wait a minute.
Where we live.
Do you know anywhere... quick question.
Yeah, please.
Do you know anywhere that I could pay a sheriff more to protect me more than you?
Yeah, here.
No, I could pay a sheriff more.
Yeah, you could pay a judge. Easy. DA, no problem. They're all the losses. Same shit. The police are actually just the fucking enforcers.
That's not what I said.
You can pay a sheriff.
Can I live in the same side of town as you?
Yes.
We both live on the east side.
Yes.
And I could pay a cop.
Yes.
I could legitimately pay a cop.
Yes.
Off a screen. Give me that number. Because I want to be protected more than your average. Well, a normal cop.
Hey, you want to know the number? The number is you got to go out there, find risk. No. Look, listen. That's what these gangsters do. That's the reason they can do it.
Everybody knows Al Capone.
So, like, there's no app. There's no app that I can compare.
What I'm saying.
No, so in Al Capone, all these gangsters, what did? They created an enterprise, bro. They created an enterprise built on criminal activity. And it was criminal because it was illegal, prohibition, but then it was legal, fucking alcohol. Now you have fucking, who decides this shit?
The same reason why you don't get shook down from a cop here is...
No, they do. They do.
Do you get shook down here in Mexico or United States?
Oh, fuck, bro.
Yes or no?
Mexico's a little more upfront about it. They're just like, out here, they take your shit, and you know what? Some of that shit goes home with them.
Yeah.
When they confiscate shit, and
not only that, but I know people down.
So look, I'm gonna get shot for this. But look, I know people who, again, you walk, and because some of these police are from the same communities. We went to high school with these people, still friends. Hey man, even come over to the house a little bit and watch me do whatever I do on the side. Hey man, shit, I'll give you a little such. Come on, help me out. Let me know what. It happens. That's how the whole fucking government works.
That's an individual.
Judges pay.
That's an individual.
Judges get paid. DAs get paid. Matter of fact, there's a lot of cases of it, like the judge who was sending kids. Every kid he sent to the fucking juvenile system was making money. He made money.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Shit, the DA was fucking the five, the fucking
New York. The five.
yeah, right. Central Park 5.
That's New York.
There was that lady, that DA. Put a lot of innocent motherfuckers in jail for life. Innocent for life. Innocent. Oh man, you get me.
No, and I feel it.
You get me going.
And I feel it.
And this is where we live.
And yet, no. And yet,
that's where we live.
And yet, no,
we don't live in these places that happen.
No, it's not. It's not
the United States. The United States.
It is not the same as Mexico.
We don't live in Mexico. We live in the United States.
But that's what I'm saying. The difference is.
Yeah.
The difference. There's
just like difference. In Africa, it's different too.
Oh yeah,
they have tribes. You should have.
There's a big difference.
Products of our environment.
There's a big difference between Africa and Mexico.
Products of our environment. There's a big difference. But there's a big difference between San Jose and fucking Campbell. Hop, jump, and skip away. There's a big difference.
Yeah, but I don't think you're not gonna get bribes from a cop, San Jose cop. I mean,
well, yeah, I can.
On your average person, though, you're talking about someone who's actually holding weight.
Well, but
it's like this.
I was an average person before I was around these people, and these people are my friends in my community. I
get it. But it's like
they were average people until they had to go fucking out there and hustle and find and do and boom, and now they this whole thing. They go to jail hella times before they find the right one to pay. You go through a bunch of motherfuckers who kick your ass before you find the one like, can you? All right, cool, I found one. And you stick to it. And you know what? You make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. Shit, they don't get paid enough. They run around life scared. Matter of fact, they get a little protection from the streets now.
I feel it.
Police is scared. That's the reason they whoop our ass.
Guys, I tell you this right now. Not like Mexico.
Again, I've been to Mexico.
It's not.
So look, I'm going to tell you my Mexico story. I was 16 years old.
Not like Mexico.
I hope my parents don't listen. I was 16 years old. Went to my family. In Juarez. 16 years old, running Juarez.
I live 6 hours from the Juarez, dude. I got cousins with the.
Okay, so let me tell you my story. Let me tell you my story. I know what you're saying.
I'm deep in that.
But the thing is that though, like there's a thing between what we see happen and what we what we experience.
But there's a difference between getting pulled over by a regular fucking police officer and hold on. There's a real big difference.
I lived it. I lived it, and I'm trying to tell you the story. I'm tell you the story.
I'm just saying, go for it.
I know you're right. So check me out. I was 16 years old in Mexico, Juarez, fucking cocaine capital. It's the border. It's the border. Juarez. I don't give a shit. You touch, it's gone to Juarez, Tijuana, fucking Nogales, somewhere. Well, okay,
it's in there. It's in there.
That's where my family's from. I was 16 years old at a family wedding. It came up. I did something. We took off in a car with the guy who had all the. I'm not gonna do all the shit.
Do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm trying to stay cryptic here.
He's not doing it.
So look, we hit a retene, which is a roadblock, a police roadblock with police there, and we have a lot of shit in the car, right? And we have to pull it. They look at me instantly. Oh, I look like an American, dressed differently, money, bribe. Cool. This little guy, we take this guy to jail. His parents will fucking real quick. Let's see what these guys got. Papeles de registración, por favor. Trabajo por va a chequear con su jefe. Cop went, came back. Tenga buenas noches. The fuck just happened? You wanna know what just happened?
Known. It's known.
He works for the right people.
He's known.
He's working for the right people. So look, Mexico is more upfront about their corruption. No? Okay.
There's more corrupt. I mean, there's more corrupt. I know. Okay,
it's just more upfront.
What I'm saying is, you're not gonna go down. You're not gonna get pulled over.
You'll never hear about the fucking bribes out here because it's not upfront.
I know. I get it, my dude. But what are the chances?
We pride ourselves on.
What are the chances? What are the chances of you going down the street, getting pulled over, and you go, "Hey, talk to your boss. Tell him that you know me."
You can't do that out here.
Exactly. That's my whole point.
But if you know the right people,
I know. But now you're talking about connected people who therefore. If you get caught, if you live by the story, you die by the story.
So look, and you know what's crazy is it's even worse because out there the corruption is like the lowly cops because that's how they survive.
Yeah.
And then the big corruptions is like, shit, just like the big corruptions here. Same shit. So you know what? You're right. We will never see the bribery because it's happening at a higher level. Higher level. But you know what? Hey, you in the streets, you're resourceful, you come across it, and it happens.
It happens.
But that's what I'm saying.
But this happens to the mom and dad with the kids. Going down the street, that's some difference. That happens to the mom and dad and the little kid in the back. They get hustled for whatever the fuck they have.
Well,
compared to here, where it turns into the hustler or the non-hustler.
So like again, Mexico's ran by cartels, which again is money. So
which we're one big cartel.
Which is the same thing we do here.
Yeah, hands down.
It's just much more in the back.
It's more organized.
It's in the man.
It's more
We
organized.
did it again, guys. We went all the way
back around, man.
It's kind of warm, bro. Like, I'm breaking a sweat. Well, cause like it's energy, bro. Like
I feel it, bro. I feel it.
Again, that battery shit, like, machines overheat. And I
like where you're going with that. Like,
I don't really.
This motherfucker's a philosopher.
I don't put too much antifreeze in my shit. I'm straight gasoline. So like, it gets hot. It gets hot.
He's a philosopher and shit.
I'm a philosophizer. Yeah.
So thank you for coming on, brother. Thank you for coming on, man. You're actually one of the most requested person.
Really?
Coming on from the most from other rappers, man. Which I think it says a lot.
Man.
I think it says a lot because you have other people, other people that have interviewed that come out and say, "Hey, man, you got to get this dude on. You got to get this dude on."
I'm honored.
And then I'm not one to just jump on a wagon.
Hey,
right?
You shouldn't.
So right away, they get him on. I was like, okay, let me check out the shit. So I've been following you for a cool minute, and I like what you're doing, bro. I like what you're doing. I like your influence. I'm over stuttering Stanley. So
I'm over here having my own technical difficulties. Hold on.
No, but I do like how you use your Spanish, bro. How you use your Spanish in the rap game, which I think is not utilized correctly.
Well, it's a thing. It's grammar, right? And it's not just grammar in English.
Yeah,
but grammar in Spanish. And Spanish is a whole different ballgame when it comes to the way the words, the way you say them, the endings, the suffixes,
the feminine, the machos in the
right. And then even then, that tends to get a little tricky because it's all about context.
Yeah,
right. It's all how you say the same word 5 times and it means something.
It means 5 different things.
Yeah. My dad used to tell me, he used to say, "Como." Right. So that basically translates. Like, what do you mean how I eat? I eat how I eat.
All right. So it basically meaning that there's 3 different ways you can say como, right?
Como is what do you mean?
Yeah.
Como. What do you mean how I eat? Como. I eat how I eat. And
so
it is what it is.
Context. So it's all context.
All context.
How are you gonna bring it in?
What do you mean
by
it? Like you gotta really mean it in Spanish.
So what made you go more to that route? Since just to say that more of your typical your English route, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you're.
I started in English.
You started in English.
Oh man,
so how'd you implement the Spanish
years
part of it?
English. I actually fought Spanish, doing Spanish for a while. Because this was before Despacito. Justin Biebs, the Biebs.
Oh, the Biebs.
The Biebs opened the floodgates for the Spanglish.
Right. On the radio. I'll give you that.
Is there any other place?
That's true. Okay,
at least for me, like that's where I want to be. Yeah, that's like I want to go play for the pros. Yeah. You don't go to college ball hoping to stay in the street ball.
For the minors and shit. No, I feel it.
Right? You want to go to the pros.
Yeah. No, because I was saying it too, because I was showing your music to other people, and I'm like, this dude got the feel to go on for the radio, right? Like he got that feel to just jump on there real quick, which I'll say this. A lot of people that you say
took a long time.
Like a lot
of work. I wasn't born this way. I had to earn it.
I'll be real with you. Because that's to make, especially like a club hit, right? Like say you go to a club hit. I've heard doing what we do here. You hear a lot of music, and you hear a lot of what would you call I guess you call it a low budget rapper or a low
technical difficulties.
Underground. I'm gonna say underground.
In a second.
Oh, your mic? Yeah, you're good.
I might just G it out.
No matter which one you clip it to.
Okay.
Clip on your chain, bro.
That's what I'm doing. Hey.
It's
from the label anyway.
What's the stimulus check, fool?
It's the label. They give me, make sure I feel, valued.
No, hey, well, shit, I'm telling you, it's working though, brother. It's working.
Yeah, thank God. Like, this wasn't like by any means anything that was easy to achieve.
So do you purposely go out for like the club radio hit kind of stuff?
Not purposely.
Or was that something you just kind of just clicks with you?
So it all clicks with me. like I've worked again to get that way because, for one, like you grow up listening to music, and after a while, some artists they sound the same. They have their style. They have their their signature. Well, they have their signature. They have what they do. Like it's their style, right? And for me, the hardest part again, it's easier to get famous than it is to stay famous.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing about staying famous is you have to learn to adapt and evolve and really be it though. Like you can't just like I'm gonna fake it to try to adapt and evolve. No, you got to be just as good in that genre or that whatever as you were in your original.
Or any other genre.
Right. So how are you gonna go one direction all the time, and then all of a sudden you reach a little point where it's like, oh shit, and then now you got to take a left or right or who knows?
Mm-hmm. No, I respect that. Because you got club hitters, so I respect that because it's not.
That's what's hot right now. Yeah. So like the 90s have brought a whole, which I think that's where we're going. Like that whole.
What do you mean? How are you going?
So popular culture recycles itself.
Okay.
And we're cycling through, and I feel like right now we're like a little bit in that 80s era where everybody was okay dressing like women, like Boy George, all these artists. It was cool, like that's where we're at. And now the next step after that was the 90s, that Thug Tupac shit.
Right?
Well, not gangsta. It was more street. It was a window into the streets at the time.
When did Public Enemy come out?
I think it was the 90s.
Was it 90s?
The 90s.
Was it 90s? Late 80s or
late 80s? 90s? I mean, late 80s. They might have started in the late 80s, but didn't become Public Enemy until.
It's like when was like Fight the Power came out?
I was born in 88.
I was born in 89.
So like I was born.
I don't even know.
If it was during those 2 years, I probably.
No, but I feel it though because what I'm saying, there's an era where it switched though.
It's
it
around
from like that.
Come on,
that
disco, that 80s,
like,
that freestyle,
makeup and shit.
Stevie B, like
Dr. Dre was wearing makeup at one point.
Come on. I forgot what the group was.
He was wearing.
Hey, Easy-E brought it up in one of the diss records back in the day.
Right, but that's because it was in. So you can't knock on something that's been in.
Well, and the thing is that. Yeah, you can't knock on something that's.
The 80s, right?
You're trying to get to a place again. The pros. Yes. So you got to do what the pros are doing, or at least kind of understand it.
They were formed in 82.
Probably Fight the Power came out like 89.
Yeah, that's one of the only records I really know from
the Public Enemy. Because that's what I'm saying. That's more.
If I hear it, I'm like, I know that song.
See, but that came up. That made more of a political rap.
Dead Prez,
political rap, right? More of a meaning. It was the message.
Conscious rap, political rap.
Conscious rap,
revolutionary rap, or which I mean, that's where we're at.
That's where we're kind of.
That's where we're at.
I'm trying to agree with you. It's working.
So now, right, the club stuff is cool. It's great. You need them because the key to this game is the DJs, right? You can't give a DJ a conscious rap record and expect him to go play it in the club.
Yeah.
Or anywhere, really.
To be honest.
Except to his friends if he really likes it, like in a private setting like this. Oh, drinking beers,
Check out my boy.
This is sick. Like, man, they don't make music like this no more.
That's true. That's true.
And we all want it, but it's just not where we're at. And the thing we got to remember is, like, it happens. It's generational. Like, the parents hate the kids' music. Stupid as devil. This is the devil. It's burn it. Oh, they're fucking. Or they're turning our kids into criminals. And bro, it happens. It happens. It happens.
But you gotta admit, some of this music is a lot dumber.
Well, the thing is that though, is it the music?
It's because the beats are sick.
Is it the music though, or is it the culture?
That the people.
Is it the fact that it becomes a tricky. It's like
because it's chicken and the egg, right? Because you're gonna be you want to become famous, so you're gonna follow that trend.
So it's like again when gangster rap came out. You got to admit though, this music is really violent, and it talks about bitches and drugs and getting drunk, and it's the same conversation, just a different topic.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah,
and so, man, we're getting there.
It's
We're getting there. So you got to be able to do it all.
because I am a believer that the trends.
No, it's because it's just not for you. Like my music wasn't for my mom and dad.
No, but you can still. But wait a minute, but see, but that's why I hold you there. Right? But you can still respect. You can still respect, like say, the old.
Oh, I loved, James Brown, Vicente Fernandez. I love all of that. And there's still a couple artists out here who have high regard in what they do as far as, delivering a message. Like, to the Jay-Z's, the Big Sean's, J. Cole's. There's artists out there who are, we got to hold it down, right? And they even have to, like, tiptoe a tricky line when it comes to making music that's still radio friendly. Well, it's a business.
Because everybody wants to be on the radio.
It's a business. At that point, it's a business. It's not even wanting to be anything. You need to make money. You need to make money back because that advance that they give you when you sign is your budget. And you know what? At the end of the day, you got to pay it back with record sales. So if you don't pay back your advance, you stay on the label until you do pay back their advance. So that means you got to put out a whole new project. And when you put out a whole new project, you accrue a shit ton of more debt. And then if that record doesn't sell, hey, do another one.
So let me ask you this,
that's how these artists get stuck in slave deals.
So let me ask you
this, money.
But is that concept, is that still holding down in the new age of
a lot of independent.
The independent game?
I'm independent.
No, yeah, real talk.
Yeah, hey,
because you listen to some of the stuff.
The internet is
different kind of quality, right? They get different
quality.
The quality of the aspect. Because anybody can make
everybody has a studio now.
SoundCloud and shit.
Everybody can get access to a studio now. It's a lot easier. Yeah. Back in the day, you had to be a real ass engineer, have expensive equipment. You had to know. You had to be an electrical engineer. Hey, but I have a bachelor's degree in this shit.
Yeah, see,
audio engineering. I had to learn how to use those boards.
But now it's like all obsolete because now you have like
obsolete. It's not obsolete. It's just a thing of the past because it still sounds better. Tape, analog will always forever sound better, and it's physics again. Well, it's electrical, right? So sound is electricity frequencies. So there's 60 hertz electrical, right? That's hertz. The hertz is the same as when you look at the audio spectrum. It's hertz, right? That's that's electrical. So that's how you can put talking to a microphone and it travels through cables into some sort of a device, right? That takes it, either manipulates it, which you have your EQs, and whatever, and then you take all of that, it comes out the other end at the time into the tape deck. And that is a magnet, which magnetizes the tape, right? So that's magnet, it's electrical. So it imprints the electrical sounds into the tape so that when the same machine plays it back through, the opposite process, you hear it. And again, the speakers, all that movement is frequencies moving air particles, right? So if you're in a vacuum, you don't hear shit because there's no air particles. There's nothing for the sound to travel in. So whatever you're saying is no lesson for you guys.
No, that's good. So, but I agree because now that goes into. So you get that right, and then you you download it into the SoundCloud, or you put it on a CD, and then you put it into another CD, and you put it into another CD.
Yeah,
that takes away the quality. That's why
it starts from the second you bounce it out as an MP3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There
MP3 is the worst quality form of audio. It's compressed. So what digital is that's why it's called sample rate. So sample rate is the rate that it takes samples, right? So let's say you're at 48, so 24-bit, right? And then 32-bit and then 16-bit, right? Those are, you have, so standard is 44.116-bit audio for CDs.
To the wave.
Fucking. All right, anyways, I'm getting into my technical shit. Anyways, what happens is,
I'm what they call retard.
No, what happens is digital is just. Hey, look. So no, I will again. Sorry, guys.
I feel like I'm in the Matrix and shit.
I think everybody has a bachelor's degree in audio engineering. My bad. No.
I feel like I'm in the Matrix. I don't know what the fuck happened.
So the thing is that it's a sample. It's just a representation of the original, right? So it's like a copy, but it's not all the way exact. Like you're missing little bits and pieces, right? But you sample it just enough to get it sounds
to get a
good
quality.
to get to hear it. So it's not all right.
So,
Like
so let me
choppy.
ask you this then. So let me ask you this. What do you think with your trends and the way you think that the kind of culture kind of repeats itself?
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't know. 2 to 5 years from now, what do you think the rap game comes up? Well, where does it turn back into, like, say the dance vibes again?
Somewhere between a mix of hip hop, like revolution, Spanish. I don't know. Shit, there might even be a civil war, world war. I don't know. We might go crazy. That's just the game. History repeats itself.
Is there music?
Well,
Is there music in the history?
Hey, music molds the generations. What do you mean? Music creates
It is
the
most
culture.
of the stuff.
Music creates the culture. We were raised by music. Half of these people don't even have parents raise them, so we're raised by the streets and the music.
This is why I think
we want to be like the music we listen to.
Most of the culture is fucked up because of the radio.
Well,
I'm a firm believer that because of the radio, bro.
So look, and I'm gonna
because of the radio, a lot of kids are fucked up.
Shit. So look, prisons are a privately owned business. Man.
Yes, private sector.
They make money with every head that goes in there. It's like a stock. Yep. You talked about stocks earlier. Yeah. It's like each person is a stock, right? So you need stocks. I need these motherfuckers coming in.
I need money.
And how many of these, DAs, judges, whatever, take money to send people through the system from kids? Correct. There's a bunch of money. It's money. And so, again, prison system, look, so it affects, it's already got its hand in all kinds of shit now. They're also one of the biggest investors in the music industry.
Well, the prison system?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. Uh-huh. I didn't know that part.
Yeah. There's a lot of, so it's not like, okay, well, it's not like San Quentin is investing in no, it's like the companies.
In the culture, the rap culture.
The corporations.
The violent rap culture.
The corporations that own these big labels. Mm-hmm. Shit, the corporations that own, TV stations. News stations.
Well, how they're supporting
corporations? They're a corporation.
Yeah, but how they're supporting the rap system?
They're a corporation that invests into the labels, the big labels.
Yeah.
Hey, here, but you got to tell them that they can't say anything. Fucking.
That I believe.
You control their fucking. And make sure they talk about drugs, and sex. Hey, matter of fact, make sure they tattoo their faces and only do drugs until they die.
Percocets.
Everything.
I believe that shit.
Everything. Not just everything.
Well, because I believe that because
the artists' names are fucking Little Xannies and fucking purple fucking little morphine and fucking heroin. Fucking like, I mean.
It went from rappers. What is the quote?
Rappers delight to fucking
rappers selling the drugs to rappers.
On the drugs and shit. No, but that's actually pretty true though, because you get a little Xanax.
Come full circle, huh?
Like, you know what I mean? Nah,
come full circle.
Nah, it's true though. It's true. So I mean, okay, so going into that.
It's all about circles.
Getting to know you before the podcast.
Come on, it's all about circles. Man.
But getting to know you before the podcast is that I'm starting to notice this motherfucker goes deep in the murky waters and shit. He goes deep. I mean, because you're talking about like cell energies being bodies and shit.
It's life. Like you gotta be understanding of life, and it's not just life, but like physics, science. Because science has, science has, it has, what is that? References. It has facts. Like they do studies. They have statistics. They trial and errors. They shit. Nope. As a matter of fact, they have competitions to try to debunk theories and theses and shit like that. Like, Nobel Prize motherfuckers. It's a thing. You know what I mean? So you understand a little bit of how we operate. That's what I was saying. We're batteries. So as a battery, right, our electrical impulses.
Okay.
So our brain is electrical impulses, electrical impulses. It's the reason we're conductive. Fucking touch an outlet, complete the side. We conduce that, we're conductive. But we're also like 80% water. There's a battery. What does a battery do?
Yeah,
it stores energy and it also puts out energy.
Yeah, we're energy.
So what do? We receive energy and we put out energy. Yeah. So when you go into a room or shit, even just we're here hanging out and someone walks in, it changes the energy. Because we've created a whole little
dynamic we have going and shit.
We have, so energy, just like anything, can combine and amplify, or it can fight itself and become this kind of like,
negative or positive.
It becomes this volatile thing once it starts fighting.
Volatile, bro. It's a nice word right there. It's a nice word. So what do you think? So how do you think? So take today's culture, today's environment. What do you think the energy is projected?
Volatile. I can use best way to describe it, volatile. Because at any given moment, any given time, you can storm the Capitol.
Right, that's true.
I mean,
How easy is that shit?
you could, right? I mean, you.
I'm about to go tomorrow. and shit.
Wait, that shit happened, didn't it?
Like a school program.
Didn't that shit just
School
happen?
project.
Like a school field trip,
Didn't
bro.
people just
It's
storm the
right.
Capitol like straight up like I Am Legend, like the zombies running up on the wall, like straight up
They
like
were, bro. They
storm
were.
the Capitol.
They fucking were.
Fucking what? It
They
was
fucking were.
again.
Hey, but you know what's crazy?
Volatile.
But how easy is it for people to forget about it? Like, just like that shit never happened.
Okay, so look, another kind of side effect of the internet, digital age, attention span. Shit, I have it. My ADD is fucking. I'm give you guys
I'm
5 different stories and shit. What was I saying? But that was created again through, television. And your whole life you have access to stimulus.
I don't know.
Shit, you get bored, so you go. I play a game. I'll go. Shit, I'm bored. What do I do? Shit, when we were bored. Shit, when I was bored, when I was young, I had to go ride a bike, or like ride a bike.
Okay, so let me tell you this. But you don't think
Go
that's
play basketball. Like
you
I
don't
had to
think
go
that's
do
better
stuff.
progress,
I'm not gonna
though?
like Sega, but like okay, yeah, I had a Sega. I didn't have a Sega.
But
until
you
later.
don't think that's a better progress for people though? Like just the devil's advocate, right? Devil's advocate would be like you used to play with bikes, right? And then people used to ride horses too, and I drive a car now,
Yeah.
right? So like it kind of turns into like does it if the more like if I would tell you that if you have a kid,
It hurts us.
right? No, but wait a minute,
We
wait a
get used
minute,
to
wait a
instant
minute.
gratification.
No, but wait a minute. Now it turns into does it really hurt you, or if you tell your kid don't be on the internet, don't be on the
My father always told me
Who gets the job
everything in
faster?
moderation. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Come on, and it's true. Shit, you have access to all the knowledge in the world.
but everybody forgets about it.
All the knowledge in the world. What do you want to know? I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
What do you want to know? Anything. You want to know how to do surgery? I'll show you by YouTube. Boom. How to fucking remove a heart.
No, that's
It's
true.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
The shit we have at our fingertips, and this is in our pockets every day, all the time. And what do we use it for? What do we use it for? To look at us. Hey, well, I mean, that's
Porn.
different.
Porn.
Don't hit on porn. Don't hit on porn.
Porn out,
No.
call me.
We've demonized something that, but again, it is. I mean, shit, the shit people do. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, that's what it is.
But
80% of it gets used on fucking porn and the other social media.
And it's a perfect example of how when you become desensitized, you need more.
Yes, but
You become
I think that's
desensitized, you
humans.
need more.
I think it's humans who want more.
Well, again,
If you go back to the Stone Age, shout out. So
how do you think
go
we
back
got
to-
here? How do you
that's
think
what
we
I'm
got
saying.
to here?
If you
Like,
go-
we
if
got
you
on the moon. It's not because we didn't want
Exactly.
more.
The reason
I
why
want to go further. Shit, we want to go
why you have a
farther.
little Nas X or little
Yeah,
whatever.
that.
The reason why you had him is because you had Tupac.
True,
reason
very
you had
true.
him
This is true. This is
Is
true.
the reason,
No, this is true.
You can
The
have
reason you
one
had
without
Tupac is
the
because you
other.
had James Brown. And the
Exactly.
reason you had James Brown was
You had Elvis.
come on,
Because you
not
had
even that. There was before James, there was different,
Different.
like
cats.
the country back in the
The
day.
jazz
You
cats.
know, like I recommend this movie, James Brown movie. Get on up, watch it. I mean,
I've
shit,
not seen it.
you gotta watch. If you're an artist, especially
Is it the one?
Chris Boswick,
Chris the fucking
Black Panther. That guy, he doesn't even have a name no more. His name's Black Panther.
I really
No, for real. Me neither. I was close, but I know I wasn't in it. Black Panther, though.
And everyone's like, yeah, that guy.
I've never seen Marvel at all. That's why I was like,
I don't even know his real name in the movie. It's just Black Panther.
Chadwick, right? Chadwick.
Chadwick Boss. Chadwick Boss.
Look it up, smart guy.
Something. He recently passed away from cancer, and he was actually a monster for fucking filming all those movies.
Tremendous.
Yes.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
Like, he was a monster he filmed all those movies with cancer.
With that, bro.
And it wasn't even like an easy kind of cancer. You could just be like, oh, it's, like skin cancer. No, that shit was like, it's painful. He was in there.
Colon cancer.
And that's the level of dedication you need to have to make it in anything. In anything.
Oh my knackered.
No,
No, that is though. It is. No, it's true.
Like,
it's
for
true.
real, like you have to have a level
Chadwick
again.
Boseman, yeah.
Success comes from sacrifice.
You gotta
won't
grind
sacrifice unless you're passionate.
Because we were talking about earlier, it's passion, right? You gotta have passion in certain things.
And the thing is that though, like the hard part is finding your passion. Because once you find your passion, it just kind of takes over.
Yeah.
It becomes an obsession almost, and that's
But you gotta gear it to you gotta fucking steer it to a good direction, though, right? Because you can have passion for.
If everybody could steer, though, we would all be doing good. Nobody. Shit. Even the people who are doing good can't steer nowhere.
But that's being human, man. That's the beauty of being
Thank
human.
you. Okay, so again,
That's the beauty of being
if we
human.
could steer, that's what I mean that's what I mean. We're human. Nobody can really steer. Hey, you run into shit. Oh, whoops, nope, I can't go that way. Like that's trial and error.
Yeah.
Trial and error, right?
Yeah.
So we forget. Here's another quote for you. It's actually a meme. Hey, say what you will about them.
Hey, memes
Some of them have some shit in there, some knowledge. Like,
hey, memes are hieroglyphics from back in the Egyptian days.
oh,
You know what I'm saying?
and you'd be surprised at like how like people trying to be funny and stupid actually stumble upon some like little gems. Like, oh shit, that's kind of genius. That's like higher frequency shit.
Yeah.
So like, see, I lost what I was saying. I forgot where I was going with it. Can you tell me what
I
you like?
forgot the fucking meme I was gonna say.
Oh, the meme.
was
See,
a
thank
meme.
you. Come
It was
on.
a
That's
meme.
why I have managers. So,
It was a meme.
Hey, what is it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow concert.
So, the meme says there's this very successful guy in an interview. So, how are you so successful? Well, shit, I make good choices.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, how do you make good choices? Well, I have experience. And they're like, well, how did you get all this experience? Well, bad choices. You know what I'm saying?
Learn from them.
The failure is a part of the success. Without the failure, good luck when you do fail.
See,
Good luck when you do fail, because it's not if you fail, it's when you fail.
and that's what I think is wrong to today's society. That right there is wrong to today's society because
Instant gratification.
Yes.
They want to be the whole everybody gets a trophy shit.
Yeah, and I think that's what people fucked up kids. Because you need to learn how to lose. You need to learn how to lose.
Come on. You got to learn how to fight for it. You got to learn how to earn it. What you mean? Like, not even lose. You got to learn how to earn.
Nah, you need to learn how to lose because sometimes, someone's
That's
better.
What earning it is.
Someone's better than you.
That's what earning it is. Because, again, it's not if you lose. It's when you lose. It's inevitable. It's a part of it. Like,
I don't like that whole everybody gets a fucking trophy shit.
Everybody has to lose. Matter of fact, nobody gets a trophy.
Yeah, you don't like that?
Even if you win, you don't get a trophy.
A trophy for
at the end. You get one at the end.
You gotta fight to the death.
You get one at the end of the season.
Something.
Well, that's how sports work already.
Let's go.
Right? They're not passing out trophies at the end of every fucking football game.
Yeah.
That's true. Nah, see, a moral winner. You get a moral winner.
No, you earn your stats. You get player of the game.
That's true.
Hey, but even then, you don't get a trophy till the end. You
I
gotta
think that's our culture,
fight through
though.
everybody.
I think that our culture becomes easy. Our culture becomes easy, so therefore everything else becomes easier. Everybody gets fucking trophies. But I think
everybody becomes a smart dummy.
But I think that human nature becomes.
Everybody becomes a smart dummy. They think they know it all because you know what? They know it all, but they don't understand it all. And the thing about knowing and understanding is two different things. Yeah. Right? Just because you know something doesn't mean you really understand it.
Yeah, like I can repeat what the fuck.
Yeah, like I know we can go to the moon. I don't understand how the hell to get there.
Did we get to the moon?
No. I mean, I like to believe that we can at least get to the moon.
As an American, I believe we got to the moon. As an American, I fucking believe it.
As a person who likes to still hold hope for people and our society, I like to believe that we did go to the moon and should at least go to the moon. I know for sure we got a camera on Mars. Like we could do that. Like
this is robots.
Has to, but
really have a camera?
Well, no. The thing is, they do. But did they show us Did they show us the real footage? Did they? Oh, they have it. They've been there. They're probably there. Like, but did they show us the real footage? So, like, I heard from somebody that, like, conspiracy theorists.
Oh, it's called conspiracy.
Hey, bro, see, look, we got to. Hey,
Hit the lights.
I will. Hey, my friends are.
I love it. Go.
My friends are. How long you gonna be there? I said I'll probably tell like 10:30, 11. He's like, that's like a 3-hour interview. I said, give or take,
bro. Come on.
I said, give or take. I don't know. Like, I'm prepared to talk forever. Yeah. Because again, it's not about talking forever. It's like I like to share my experience, my knowledge. It's like why I rap. That's why I do music.
That's why
I do music because I want to share my knowledge. If there's any other reason that I want to share my experience, I want to share my feelings, my ideas, my shit. It's my journal, it's my diary.
So wait, I want to hear a conspiracy about the fucking moon. What's going on here?
They're gonna come get me. No,
they're gonna get you because you're here, bro. So you're fucked.
Hey, they're gonna get me anyway. I'm prepared to be a martyr. It's good. Shit, no, for real. I mean, you again, history, whatever teaches you. Shit, hey, you want to change the world? You sacrifice yourself.
Wait, so
You started with Jesus Christ.
Mars in the photos.
It started as
Mars in the
another
photos.
conspiracy. So technology.
We'll go
They
back to
said like
Jesus
the
Christ
government and
December 31st.
the 1% of the people who have 99% of the economy, which is what economics class told me in college, right? It's not like it's not a conspiracy.
Basic history.
That's not a conspiracy,
Basic
right?
history.
Right? It's statistics. 1% of the population controls 99% of the economy.
Jeff Bezos.
Hey, he's one of the big guys.
Elon Musk.
Hey,
Zuckerberg.
hey, we're talking more Rothschild.
Yeah, them too.
Rockefeller.
You got Middle Eastern, right?
Oh yeah, they got money, bro.
Again, and there's still only 1%. But again, I mean, there's a big population, so it really is 1%. It's like, I mean, how many people are in the world? Like
a lot.
A billion, trillion, fucking zillion. I don't know. There's a lot of people, bro. So, but 1% out of all those people is a small percentage.
No, that's pretty a lot of people.
But it's a small percentage. Because there is a lot of people. So it's still a large number, but it's a small percentage. So think about it.
And who really runs them on top of that?
So $1 million, 100 people.
Go back to math. All right.
$1 million, 100 people.
Okay.
Each person gets $100,000, right? That's fair.
Okay.
Right? What did I say? 100 people? Yeah.
Yeah.
100 people, $1 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
100 people, they all get 100,000. It goes about 100. It goes to $1 million.
Right. So now 1%
So that
of 100 is one person has what? Come on, $900,000.
That's what I said. Yeah. So they keep
one guy has $900,000, and the rest of the 9 people
they have to share the rest.
have to split $100,000. So you know what? That's now you can do the math right there. 100,000 divided by 9.
100 million. Oh no, yeah.
No,
100 million. The fuck I get from?
that's a whole lot of nothing, and that's what we get.
Yeah, of course.
That's what we get. We get a whole lot of nothing. Come on, nothing. That's a fucked up number.
And that's the real.
And that's a small scale. That's 100 people.
It's true.
$1 million, $100 people. Holy shit.
So now you add that by like fucking 30 billion.
Billion, fucking, you throw it into the billions and the shit, and it's like trillions and fucking shit.
Yeah.
They have so much money, they don't even know what's what no more. They print that shit. It's fucking the whole thing, man.
Well, the whole fucking money thing is a scam.
Bro, don't get me going.
The whole money thing is a scam on top of that.
So look, there's no more gold to back the money. There's no more gold to back money. Shit, now you're creating digital currency. All right, cool. So this is how it works, right? There's no more gold to back the money. So what the fuck backs the money? Oh shit! You know what? The only way to buy fucking petroleum or oil or any kind of fossil fuel is dollars, the U.S. dollar, because we control what? Most of it. So you want to buy that shit, you got to pay us. So now how much are you paying? So as long as we control that shit, we charge what we want, and it keeps the dollar afloat. But riddle me this: what happens when all that shit goes away? Because fossil fuels are what? Finite. And eventually, and that's why, man, population control, all this shit that's happening. I'm telling you, bro, I'm crazy. And again,
speaking, bro.
Hey, look,
I'm just staying quiet
1920, bro, 1920, the Spanish flu.
Spanish flu.
Bro, you look at pictures, they look exactly like us. 1920. What happened after 1920s? What happened? What? World War I, the Great Depression, World War II. Why think I said we headed towards a civil war? Who knows? Something. World War III. I don't know.
I believe more the civil war.
Something very volatile.
I do believe the Civil War aspect.
Oh, war, regardless. War stimulates economy, and because of all the shit that's happening, they're gonna look for it. It's bro, and it's really gonna be for more like oil or some sort of a resource that we can flip.
The only hard thing that I say about war, the only thing about war, I think,
we're crazy. I haven't think about music.
But people, I think people are more willing now. I think now people are more willing to reject the war part. To reject the
look what they just stormed the Capitol. Civil War
to a point.
Hey, to go to a point. We don't want to be the guys out there fighting, but you know what? The people here, like the rest of the 99%, and you know what? We have it actually pretty good. We have it really good compared to the rest of the world.
Tremendous.
Shit, I went to Mexico when I was 16, and I ain't been the same since.
I never went back.
No, I had to go back a few times, but I'll tell you, hey, after the cartel shit, never again. And even my family had to leave certain places and locations.
Okay, check it out. So I tell people all the time, every country's corrupt. I'm just glad that I'm part of the country that does it the best.
Well,
check it out. Because if you lived in Mexico, you'd be paying off police. Dude, there's
a reason why everybody immigrates to America.
Yes.
Come on.
Because they corrupt the best.
Hey, they give they're like everybody could be corrupt. Come on. Let's all go. They give us all a shot. It's like the other guys are like, no, we will kill you. Don't do that.
Because
okay,
you
shit.
You go to a different country, you're getting harassed by cops.
And so like,
I mean, let's be real. I talk shit as much as you want about cops. But
I love them. We need them. Like, what do you mean? If someone tries to break into my house, I want the cops.
Okay.
Shit, I made the mistake of calling them once though, because some guy, man.
So let me calm this down right here. Let me bring this up to a different conversation.
You gotta direct me here.
A different direction.
I'll keep going. I'll keep going.
Now let's just bring the cop aspect. So are you one of those that say defund or fund the cops?
Man, educate the cops. That's what I say.
Okay,
educate
this might get you in the hole right here.
Hey, like I said, they don't come get me anyway. So, hey, sooner or later.
Your own people.
Sooner or later. No, not at all. I hope not. I mean,
because I'll be rich.
I hope people understand, and I hope people are like understanding enough to get what I'm about to say.
No, let's be real.
Take me out. So I think we should make the cops live in the communities that they police. Period.
Okay.
Period. You want to police the hood? You live in the hood. And you know what? When you wake up and you get in your car, you want to know something? Oh, that's Tom. That's Matt. You know the people in your community, so you put stories, you put a life. You don't run around shooting them and killing them because you're afraid that they're going to kill you.
Let me ask you this.
They're afraid. Cops are afraid.
Yes.
Cops are afraid. Cops are these kids who, maybe peaked in high school and then still looking for a power trip sometimes. You see them all the time.
All right, but to answer your question, for your question.
Yeah.
So the cops should live in the neighborhood. Okay, hold on.
That's just one of the. I should educate them. Good luck. No, you educate them.
Let me just debunk that.
Please,
let me debunk. You're a police and lives in my neighborhood. You arrest my brother. I know where you live. I'll kill you.
Yeah, so that's why you're not gonna just go fuck around with people.
Nah, see, but
you go. Hey, you tell people, hey man, dude, come on, like we're out here. I know you.
But that's not what you said. That's what you said. You're a cop. You arrested my brother for doing whatever the fuck you wanted to do.
You stopped me before I finished, though.
No, but what I'm saying though.
I only said one part of my.
It's because you're.
My thesis.
Because what I'm saying is, you're the cop. You arrest my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I know where you live because you live next door.
And this is true.
So therefore, should I have rights to go after you? Against your laws.
Hey, well, fuck that. You know what's going to happen? They're going to come storm your house and fucking give you the death penalty.
Yeah, but what about you?
Because you know why? They know where you live. Because, hey, this is your community. You just arrested your brother. So who was the guy who... Come on, they go put the dots together.
No, yeah, but that's what takes the point out of
the thing is that, though. It's like if let's say... Now, you're right. That's impossible. That's
why they have to move out of the city.
Well, the thing is
they have to move out. You live in Gilroy.
They have to move out of the city because just like the reason, they peaked in high school is an entitlement thing becomes, I'm a cop. I got the law behind me. We're the toughest gang. We do whatever we want. In a sense, right?
Yeah.
So that's the mentality you get because, again, these people aren't born cops.
No one's born a cop.
Right? These were kids who grew up, got bullied.
Yes.
These are kids who grew up and fucking worked out and, hey, I'm a cop now and I got all this power.
You get the same power structure when you from the manager at Safeway. Oh, what's up?
So look, manager. And we're people.
People. That's what I'm
saying. You got to educate them. You're going to be a cop. We might have to just... That's the hard part is how do you tell somebody like, oh, I police you now. And you got to do what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and then I don't know at what point in history it became you're guilty until proven innocent. Because from what I thought it was you're innocent until proven guilty. That was just me. Like I don't know. Maybe heard it wrong.
That's what I know.
Maybe I heard it wrong.
Well, here in America, you're innocent until proven guilty.
You know what I mean? Like everybody, has a right to do
unless you
do trial. You know what I mean? Everybody has a right to ask for trial. Everybody has a right to be represented. Matter of fact, you need to be represented. Shit, you can't even. Nope, you can't search my car. I'm not on probation. Do you have a warrant? Do you have any? Oh, you have any probable cause? I got to go on. I was like, may I ask why you pulled me? Always, I get pulled over. Sure, officer, I have the car. But may I ask you why you pulled me over? Oh, let me. I'll tell you right now. Let me go do this, and I'll tell you right now. Oh, he's thinking. He was hoping you was just gonna be ignorant from the top, and give him an excuse to whoop your ass, which is what we do. Mm-hmm. And what do you mean? The fuck you pulled me over? Oh, get out the car, sir. Come on. What?
You talk instantly.
Instantly. Okay. We do it. We feed in right into their. We feed right into it.
Is that a culture thing? Of course they are. Hey, let's be
It's a
real about
history
it.
thing.
No, but
It's a history thing. Oh, it's a
Well, 'cause
history
most
thing.
people-
Rodney King, it's a history
But
thing.
no, but most people,
Fucking racist.
Ronnie King,
It's a history thing.
Ronnie King was all PCP, son.
Hey,
Let's be real
but
about it. Let's
but
be
did
real
they
about it.
need to like fucking mutate?
Nah,
Like
he
they
did.
fucking they deformed them.
They
They
fucked him
left
up.
them with
They
fucking
fucked him up.
brain fucking
They fucked him up 100%.
damage,
They
bro. And
fucked
it was
him
like
up
7 of them,
100%.
and they was like going at it. Like this guy was like
100%.
this. Like after you're like this, you could probably stop whooping his ass.
I get it.
So now look, but it doesn't even racism. So it goes all the way back to racism.
Yeah.
Fuck, it goes all the way back to how the justice system was even created.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right? So if you know anything about history, colonies,
Yes.
every colony policed itself. They had sheriffs.
States.
They had county, and then counties. Shit, even banks was everything had its own money. It had its own dollar. It had its own paper.
Every state had their own
Every
dollar.
state had its own dollar. You just had to have gold to back it, though.
Yes, sir.
You couldn't just print money like shit. She's 100. Just last shit out. What? That'd be great. But you know what's crazy is that's what they do now. It's all just like keep it printed. Hey, just fuck it. Just keep it going.
No, that's how it is. That's how, and that's what people don't realize. Though. But then they want to talk about stock markets and this and that and this and that.
Hey, stock market again is a trend we were talking about earlier.
Go for it.
Talk about earlier. Okay, so now you have these stock
I wasn't here.
influencers. I was talking to everybody about things. So
before you start this, let me say this real quick.
you got to talk about something two episodes.
Nah. So check out the whole stock market game. Peep game. The whole stock market. They're gonna blame the little folks. They're gonna say that the little folks fucked up the stock market. So fucked up, it popped the bubble and it fucked the stock market up. You and your class behind. Nah, they're gonna say.
So look,
they're gonna start the next fucking depression.
Didn't I say that earlier?
No, but
about history, right? How it repeats itself. How what did we have? Influenza, and then what? The Great World War I, Great Depression, World War II.
I want to go get my back fixed the other day. Just getting a massage.
I have a bad back,
dude. Yeah, I want to go get
I had a spinal decompression.
And then everybody, there's about what 20 people there, and everybody was there because they wanted to take a stocks meeting. I'm like,
well, that's good.
No. In my head, I'm like, okay. No, in my head, that's fucking brilliant.
Trying to get ahead.
That's brilliant. But then I started thinking about more of the whole thing. Like, damn, they're really gonna blame all the little individuals because they already started.
So look, who started all these apps for make it to little people?
The big guys.
Right, so shit, hey, we make it easy for these people. And then okay, so look, check me out.
By like every big corporation
check me out now. Check me out now. Look, now you have these stock influencers. There's people on IG who are famous because they do what?
All of a sudden,
stock influencers, right? Okay, who feeds them the knowledge or what? Shit, it doesn't even matter. You know what? You become an influencer. You say a stock, everybody buys it. You just blew up the stock,
and that's how easy it is to corrupt.
And now you sell. Bye guys, blow up that bit. I make the money. And you guys go watch it go up and watch it come down. Oh shit! I should have sold. Why did I? Because people hope that it's gonna go more. It's gonna go more. Now it goes up. You sell. Keep some in. Sell. Buy more. Go. Wait till it goes low though. Wait till it drops, and then buy more, and then it'll go back up and sell again.
The big companies know when to do it. They know when to do it. So
they're the ones who are telling. It's called insider trading. They're the ones who tell these guys, "Hey, go pump this stock. Go pump this stock to all these little sheep, and they're gonna blow up the stock." And then you know who wins? The guy who's like, that's the guy winning in the shadows. Yeah. The 1% of the people in the shadows.
It is, bro.
Come on, hey,
I seen it.
You connect the dots. It's really easier sometimes.
The dude in the shadow takes all the money, and then he blames you. And then he blames you for breaking the system.
No,
the dude in the shadow says, "Hey, you're the one who fucked me." More regulation.
Freedom is an illusion. A free market, all that shit is an illusion, right? Look, credit, indentured slavery. Essentially,
there's two ways to have a slave.
Essentially, right?
There's two ways to have a slave.
There's the fucked up way, and then there's a hey, look, I owe you. I'll work it off, sir. Yeah. I'll work it off. I'll pay you back. All right. Well, shit.
Thomas Jefferson said that.
Interest. Oh, this is when they So like, white people were slaves too. They just had the opportunity to. They had the choice. It's like, look, I want to go to the U.S. I don't have the money, but hey, it looks like a great chance to get the fuck out of here. What I gotta do? Shit, I'm rich. I got a boat. I need you to work it off for this how many years? Boom, interest. You pay your freedom. Fuck it, run it. Let's go. Right? Should I even give you the job? I'll even give you you don't even have to look for the jobs. I'll give you the job. You'll work for me.
Hey, let me ask you
You
this.
just gotta work hella hard though. But you know what? But now you're in a whole new
Let me ask you this about
whole new world.
about the new slave trade. Let me ask you this.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Like,
no, let me ask you about this new there is now more slavery now.
We're all slaves.
No, well,
We're all slaves. If you have a credit card, you're a slave.
I believe that. 100%.
That's slavery.
But just a big aspect of it. Just a big aspect. That's a really like deeper mentality, right?
Slave.
But on paper, there's more slavery now than there was back when we had like
of course.
The Asian slavery.
Freedom is an illusion.
What is it? The white market, bro. The white slavery. The prostitutes.
Bro,
and the Asians coming down from China.
Human trafficking.
Yes.
Human trafficking for the sole purpose of profiteering. Right?
More slaves than we had back then, bro. More slaves. More. Think about that. Think about that.
I do.
We have more slaves now.
I do think about that. That's why I have.
How fucked up is that?
That's why I have these perspectives on this shit.
People are about to have a civil war because of the past slaves, but we still have more slaves now.
Some's got to give. Some's got to give. And again, I say this again and again. We are all slaves. If you have a credit card, you want to know something, you go, you work, you make your fucking hard-earned money, you come home, you spend that shit with the same companies you fucking work for.
Yep.
For the debt companies, the debt collectors, shit, what? We don't own a fucking thing in our, what? We don't own anything. We don't own our house. We don't own a car. Everything's on a loan. Everything, we don't ever have enough money to buy shit outright because why? These other people have it all. It's just fucking billions of dollars fucking sitting there in a cold ass steel vault because they just want it all for themselves. And for what? For what? For what? What? We all know money don't buy happiness. Granted, shit, you can make a lot of people happy.
Says the poor man.
You can make a lot of people happy with money, but it don't buy you happiness. Don't buy you happiness, but you can make a lot of people happy with it.
Says the now 1%. See, but that goes to different.
I'm a 1%er in a different way.
Perspective.
Perspective. Remember what we taled about earlier?
It's perspective.
Right? Are you drinking coffee to wake up from the weed, or are you smoking weed to slow down off the coffee? It's the same. It's the same process, but it's what's your perspective. What is your intention behind it? What are you doing it for?
What is your goal?
What are you doing it for?
Yeah.
And what are your intentions? Key, biggest thing. You can do good things with bad intentions, and you know what? It's a bad thing. Period.
So let's bring this back to you.
Come on.
What are your intentions in all this? Your rap game, everything coming down to you. What's popping with Hector? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Tupac. Tupac inspired me. Famous quote. I'm sure he inspired all the rappers in the world with this one quote. I won't change the world, but I'll inspire the mind that does. And I felt like he was talking to me.
That's the fucking Terminator quote. The O'Connor one. Remember, if I'm gonna inspire something, I'm gonna make the O'Connor the one. Whatever my job is.
I don't know if that's where Tupac got it from. I can't speculate, but I'm assuming because look, Pac. So again, Pac came from a Black Panther like upbringing.
Yeah,
and these are very highly educated.
Very highly educated
individuals. These are people who are highly educated. Super. Matter of fact, you had to be.
Yes.
You couldn't be a part of it. You couldn't be a part of it unless you were educated.
Yes.
Okay. Tupac grew up in that shit, like almost at the top with the top guy. Mm-hmm. Smart. Aware of shit, the human condition.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Aware of how money corrupts. Aware of how we are living in a system that was built to literally make money off of our hard work.
Yes.
Right? This country was built on slavery. Boom. Bang. Done. So
the world's based on slavery. Let's get real about it. The world. Egypt. Huh? What?
The world. Well, yes. The whole world was built on slavery.
No matter what.
So
conquer and suffer.
So again, it brings us back to this whole concept of how we are being controlled by, through media, through the music, through the shows, through, the shit, the simple as the commercials.
Right? How easy is it for one to
Shit, the commercials actually probably do more of the lies now. Like,
nah, I think more the music. I'll be one.
No,
I'll be
the music.
Music's number one. Okay, let's do
Music,
this.
TV shows,
I'm
movies.
not sure how big you are,
Yeah.
like religious and whatnot. Like, I mean, I'm not.
I believe in God, but I feel like religion's man-made, and we'll leave it at that.
Okay, well check this out. Though. So they say the devil was the angel of entertainment.
Oh. Hey,
The devil, the angel of music.
and again, what were his intentions? What was it?
Would be
What
correct.
inspired? No, but what inspired him? Right. So he is this guy who had a chip on his shoulder.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Pride, ego,
thought he was God.
ego, jealousy.
Yeah.
Come on. These are all things that.
Human aspects.
Oh, hey, here we go.
I'll drink to that.
Come on,
I'll drink to that,
shit.
player.
So let me get my real drink. None of this little kitty juice stuff over here. No, but for real, come on.
Right, because
Come on,
there's a human aspect.
Shit, we should be writing this down. We need to put out a book, get it published. You know, hey, honestly, bro, for real, I might. Why not?
But it's
What's
true, though.
these? What? When you say, "Oh, that's a white person thing," what the fuck? No, that's a people thing. That's a person who, hey, you know what? Shit, I might just write a couple of my ideas down and see what happens.
Hey,
Hey, isn't that what we do as rappers?
Let me tell you something.
Oh,
that really
shit,
bothers
I'm
me
a
about
husband,
that.
alright.
Let me tell you
But I don't write.
something.
I need
Really bothers me about that
dictate
shit.
to somebody.
When people say, you said that the white, that's a white thing.
I hate labels. I hate labels. Me too. I hate labels.
When they go.
It's a people thing.
If you're gonna ask for a promotion, you better put on your white voice. The fuck is a white voice?
Well,
what is your
okay? So there's a way to blend, and there's a way to cater to.
What's a white version?
So look, I'm not gonna
proper.
So
proper English.
Come on. So educate. In a sense, you gotta learn how to live within the system, like the people in the system, in order to what master the system.
Yes.
How am I gonna get to the top of a system if I don't play by the rules, understand them, and maneuver through? I gotta stumble around and maneuver through them. Yeah, because you're gonna get hell of this noise and maneuver through it. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be the best football player, but never fucking play by the rules. Never even go to I gotta play within the system.
Okay, but
you gotta.
My thing is, but to label it as that's a white person.
That's different. That's just again.
You better send an email. Well, that's how the white.
That's just the decades of history. That's like the centuries. The centuries of history.
That to me is a great system
of
who's able to suppress.
It's not just white people. Like, you go back to Egypt.
Suppress.
Egyptians they was all slaves. What you mean? It's like
brown, dark, white. No matter where the fuck it came from.
Come on,
you had no money.
Right?
You had no money. Get the fuck over there.
What's money though?
What currency? What the fuck? You have no goats for me to trade.
So like what? Kings stood behind the fact they were chosen by God. Shit, Egyptians were considered gods.
All because they're hallucinating.
That's their currency. Is the
God.
It's their
the closeness to the
their
God.
perception.
In God we trust.
It's what people perceive them to be. Because they're up there in their things. They're just fucking shitty like us. Like they're probably worse than we are.
Worse.
They're like shittier people.
Worse than we are.
What? And they ain't no God. They're fucked up in the head. So again, it's all about the way people perceived them, which is again kind of what we do with these rappers. It's all perception. It's all perception. All that shit is rented. Everything is rented.
That I do know.
And shit, half of them are broke.
The jewelry.
Because you know who has the money?
The studio.
The label. The label. Shit, it's not even the label. It's the company that owns
the label.
The corporation. The umbrella corporation.
Yeah, it's true. But then they're all fucking zombies.
Resident Evil, come on. Hey, I know a little bit about it.
I like it.
Yeah, because like I'm trying to speak to a world full of different people who like different things, who have different tastes, it's all subjective. Shit, happiness is subjective. Your success is subjective. You define your own.
To who, right?
You define your own definition of success because you run around like, damn, I won't be successful until I get that.
And then when you get it?
Fuck, I won't be successful until I get that.
And then when you get it?
And then you fucking die, and you never really felt successful because all you could think about is what you didn't have.
The persona.
What you didn't have. We are too focused on what we don't have. We cannot sit and appreciate the shit that we do have, which is honestly more than fucking you realize. Like, we have, it's not money. And it sucks because we're getting less of people. It's such a volatile fucking environment. I can't walk down the street without somebody probably checking me to be a gang. Where you from? What you gay? What's up? Let me pull out a gun on me. It's happened.
Mhm.
And I don't gangbang. I don't do none of that shit. I thank God was able to maneuver around it.
Mhm.
I saw through it. I can't stand people telling me what to do. I just
So,
can't.
that's number one rule.
I'm an only child. I'm an only
Number
child.
one rule.
I'm only child. So
Yeah.
like even my parents didn't tell me what to do half the time. So I didn't listen. I'm an only child, you know, whatever. So like, thank God. But that's the environment we live in. The environment we live in is you can't smile at nobody. The first reaction is like fucking squaring up. What you looking at?
See, but I think
Can't even
that's
say, hey,
all
what's up,
culture.
bro? How you doing?
I think that's all culture. Because I've been to Mexico.
It's all culture.
I've been to Mexico. I've been to Mexico, bro.
Yeah,
where
what?
you can walk down the street and you can say, hey, you know, hey, buenos dias, you know, fucking, what's up? You know, you could say what's up. Here,
Go try that with a cartel member.
Well, it depends.
Okay, so look,
No. See, and I'll be real, because I know
perspective.
my perspective. See, when it comes to this,
I'm not gonna walk around Mountain View and get gangbanged on either. But I do it in San Jose, where I live. Where I'm gonna get gangbanged on. It's all about your environment. We're product
I see that's more nurture versus nature,
Well, it's
right?
both.
That's more.
both.
That's more.
It's
Well,
both.
because
you gotta nurture your nature.
I get that. I
You gotta
get that.
nurture your nature.
I get that.
So
I
a
get
priest
that.
told me once. He says, "Look, we're all trees. You gotta figure out what kind of tree you are. How I look like an apple tree trying to make oranges.
We all need a little bit of water,
You
baby.
gotta nurture your nature. Find what your nature is. What are you meant? What kind of a tree?
Yeah,
are
but
you?
if you're not made for that nature, then sometimes
How
nature.
do I look like an apple tree
Sometimes
trying to make
nature-
oranges?
Sometimes nature
No.
takes over, bro.
Listen, it's all look. How do I look like an apple tree trying to make oranges? It's not my nature. That's what we do. Everybody wants to be a rapper. They're not. Not everyone's a rapper. Everybody wants to be a fucking doctor, a fucking lawyer. Not everyone's meant for that. You gotta find what some people are meant to just fucking give. Some people are meant to like teach. Some people are meant to learn. Some people are meant to like. We all have our thing.
I think
it
some
could be
people-
anything. Look, because all this shit you see we use, boom, was created in someone's head. People came up with this shit.
Yeah.
Everything, even the reinvention of stuff for decor.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was invented. All this shit. What? You can create the world we live in because we have.
Mhm.
Here we are, right?
So you create it.
You do. You have to. You have to. Where else is it gonna come from? Where else is it gonna come from?
Well, cause I mean, it comes for us. Obviously.
Where else is this shit gonna? It doesn't come from God. Like here, there's a table. Hey, here's a Mac. Here's an iPod.
No,
Fucking
see,
A.
well, see, there goes to another thing. One thing.
Oh, okay, well, he works through people.
Ideas. No. Ideas. I think ideas. I personally think that ideas are floating. Ideas are floating in the air, and it's up to you whether you live on that frequency. You want to talk about energy, player?
Come on,
Whether you-
I was
whether-
thinking the word. I was thinking the word.
Whether
It's
you live on the
energy.
frequency, right?
Energy.
Because so energy, right? So yeah, ideas. Ideas are here on this frequency. Now, whether you're here with the same frequency, therefore it collects with your idea, with your mental.
Come on, you're right.
That's why not everybody comes up with a brilliant idea, right?
Well, because they're living on a
But how
different
many times?
frequency.
But how many times have you heard? Oh fuck! I thought about that idea before, right? Because you
All
thought
the
about
time.
it, it popped up,
All the time.
but you want the same frequency.
Okay, so I was told this in school, and this is why I'm kind of a maniac about all this stuff. When you come up with a good idea, there's someone else in the world who came up with the exact
Yeah.
same idea, and it's a race.
Yep.
Who gets there first? I live by that.
Yeah.
I live by that.
Yeah. 'Cause, yeah.
I live by that. I like, oh shit, okay, I gotta get there before someone else does, because someone's
Which is my
probably
idea.
already doing it. Someone's probably ahead of me. Shit, I gotta get to work, right?
Your ass on there first, because
Work,
that's the idea of it. Because the idea is already there. Now it's whether up to you or me who gets there.
Work.
Yeah,
Work.
It's your
Work, because sometimes the
then it
idea
goes
just
into your-
stays the idea. Wouldn't it be cool
If you do that,
if we made an app that just picked you up on your phone, and it would pick you up wherever you were at and take you where you wanted to go? You didn't have to worry about driving. Man, that'd be crazy. You know how many motherfuckers thought of that? That example. Oh, I think I might have thought of that at some point.
I went to
I
Arkansas.
think I might have thought of it too.
No, I went to Arkansas for and I stayed in the dorms, in the Arkansas University dorms, and there were some frat boys doing the same shit in a little golf cart.
It started with
The little
DUI
golf cart.
prevention.
They were like, "Hey, call
Promise.
me." All we run on tips.
DUI
Call me.
prevention. I swear to God.
Yep, they're like, "Call me if
Come on.
you're in the town. Call me. We'll
Hey,
pick you up."
I had
Free.
2 before Lyft. I had 2 DUIs before Lyft. So yeah, it works. It works if you use it. If you're
If you're
no, I'm taking my car home. Fuck this. All right, that don't work. It don't work. You know, but again, it's the collective essentially, right? How are we influencing each other to influence each other?
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Think about that.
Yeah, no, that's how. I mean, that's how it is. Because
How are we
we're policing each other. We're policing each other.
Yeah, we teach each other.
Yeah, because the only way you get 100
My dad
likes,
was a teacher.
the only way you get 100 likes,
He taught probably some people's kids out there. Like he probably even taught some of the viewers. My dad was a teacher. We teach ourselves.
See, but it's a different teacher. It's a different kind of teacher teaching you now. It's algorithms.
It's the same people we grew up in. What are you talking about? My father
teaching you.
My father was a bilingual teacher for elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
He taught children who grew up and became us essentially,
and who now.
So he taught.
But who now?
Are people grown-ups that influence the next or each other? We influence each other.
The people who influence now.
We influence each other.
The people who influence now are algorithms. The Russian bots. They're algorithms, bro. It's fucking. It's Facebook algorithms that get
it's
you
perception,
mad.
bro. It's perception. It's numbers. It's what you look like. It's what you look like. It's what you look like.
It's what you agree to sign on to.
It's what you look like. And again, you don't know, like, these people, no one shows you their bad moments.
No, never.
They only show you the good ones.
Yeah, of course.
I'm always winning. Fuck no.
No,
what?
Of course.
These people are not always winning. Matter of fact, the fact that you have to sit here and obsess.
Say you're winning.
Obsess over showing how much you're winning shows me how much you're not winning. To be honest.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what.
Okay.
Everybody knows that, and yet everybody does it.
Everybody knows that, and yet because
everybody knows it, but everybody does it.
But you don't really know because
everybody does it.
But you don't really know which ones are which. Because you never know. Like shit, you got the good ones out there. J. Cole's, the Jay-Z's, shit, the Nipsey's.
But you could tell
they're out there.
You could tell who's getting the bigger influence, though.
Well,
no, you could tell, but you could tell by the Cardi B influences. You could tell by the Kim Kardashian influence.
Why? Because they're always showing her on TV.
That's my point, though.
Who controls the TV?
But they're going.
So okay.
You could tell where the direction is going.
It's perception.
Where the direction is going.
It's perception. So you throw Cardi B all over the fucking everything. You know what? Hey, Cardi B's winning. She's everywhere. But who controls that? They get paid for that shit.
Yeah, of course.
They want Cardi B like.
Of course they do.
Who control? It's all control. It's perception. It's perception. Just like these influencers, the stock is gonna blow up. Everybody buy. You go buy, it blows up. It's perception. The stock doesn't even have to be good. It's perception. You made it perceived to be a winner, so everybody, he's the winner. Let's follow that.
Yeah, that's just because it's a bubble.
Perception.
Yeah.
Perception. Shit.
Yeah.
Look,
perception's a mother.
Perception, bro. I could have the greatest music. I could have the greatest music, but my image or my numbers. My engagement.
It doesn't work for it.
It's not up to par with the social media, whatever. So, he's all right.
But in order to do that, you got to play with the big boys, right?
Again,
see, again, it goes back in the circle.
The pros. You want
to play ball. You want to play ball with the pros.
So that's it. And what dictates that though? It's not like it's not like there's college. It's not like there's college rapping. You go to college to rap.
There's not us.
Who decides that shit? Yeah. The listeners, the people. So like people don't get which came first, the chicken or the egg? It's right.
Both.
Come on,
both. No, because you can't. There's no answer. There's no answer to that.
Come on, I'll wait.
There's no answer.
What? You'd have to go back in time to the exact moment when. Oh shit! Yeah, it was some sort of weird organism.
And it happened.
It was some sort of weird organism that evolved into whatever the fuck this is. HECTOR ANDRES. Come on, look me up.
I know, man. Man of many hats.
Come on, we gonna click on the mic. Come on.
All right, brother.
Always. Thank you. My man.
Brother, whenever, man. Whenever you got something cracking, let me know.
It's entertaining, bro.
I hope so. This is the entertainment industry.
It's booming. It's booming.